Είναι το podcast της Stoiximan GBL Man to Man. Powered by Stoiximan.
Δεν θα σταματήσει να πιστεύει ποτέ στη θετική ενέργεια. Όχι ότι υποκαθιστά ταλέντο, ικανότητα και κίνητρο. Απλά ο κύριος που έχω δίπλα μου το θεωρεί εξίσου σημαντικό. Ήρθε όχι ακριβώς από το πουθενά στην ελληνική και την ευρωπαϊκή μπασκετική ζωή. Έχει αποδειχθεί καθοριστικός για τη ρακέτα του Παναθηναϊκού και είναι και κάτι σαν most wanted για τα ΜΜΕ. Φίλες και φίλοι της Stoiximan GBL, είναι το Man to Man powered by Stoiximan, το πετυχημένο podcast της Stoiximan GBL, το οποίο σήμερα θα μας φέρει για άλλη μια φορά ακόμα πιο κοντά στους πρωταγωνιστές του αθλήματος που αγαπάμε και έχουμε τη χαρά και την τιμή να έχουμε μαζί μας τον Κένεθ Φαρίντ. Κένεθ, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody knows the Manimal reference, but how that new nickname that coach Ergin Ataman gave you, the goalkeeper, treats you so far?
I mean, it just plays in the reference to who I am, you know. I know it's soccer crazy out here just as well as basketball. So it's an amazing analogy to call me a goalkeeper because I do try to protect our paint and basically protect my guards and my forwards and my basically defenders.
How is Athens, the team, the fans, and where all this energy you bring on court and in the locker room comes from?
Honestly, my energy comes from endless amount of energy that I always had for the game of basketball. Anytime I got a chance to play, I just always play with my full heart and for the love of the game. Nothing more, nothing less. I just love the game of basketball, and every time I step on the court, I want people to know who I am and remember who I am because of the way I play.
And how is Athens, the team, the fans so far? Your first impressions?
I'm in love with the fans. I feel like they know the game of basketball and they give the same energy that you give out to them. And the way we play, the way I play, is very much received and reciprocated.
After COVID-19 and 8 years in the NBA, you played overseas in China, in Russia, Puerto Rico, the G League and Taiwan. How was that journey to get back in the top European level was? And it was probably something like a career reboot for you, or it's just hard work that pays off?
Honestly, it's just hard work, honestly. Being diligent to who I am, staying true to who I am. My faith in God and His beliefs, and me being able to understand that, hey, there is higher powers working, but it only works if you work yourself. And I put the time in, I put the effort in. My family also sacrificed for me, being around me, helping me to figure out places to go to work out for my wife, and just everyone around me helped make sacrifices in order for me to be here.
In only your Panathinaikos debut, you topped the total points you scored in 7 games with CSKA back in 21-22. Why did you stay in Moscow for just 2 months back then?
That's just what it was anyway, a 2-month contract. It's nothing against EuroLeague or Europe in general. I guess that's the kind of how the stigma is for players like me who played in the NBA for a long time, that we don't have that drive or can't play at that level of Europe and understand the sacrifices that they got to make. But I mean, I've always been different. That's why they call me the manimal anyway. So I'm just going to be who I am each and every time I step on the court, no matter which court it is or what level it is.
You called it a stigma. How can you get over it? You and all the American players.
I think we got to take a step down and not try to go right for EuroLeague, some of us. A lot of us are capable of playing at EuroLeague level right away, but taking that step down, like me and last year, nothing against Reggio, we was playing in the BCL though, and that kind of gave me the opportunity to showcase who I was. Then the Italian league, playing in that, gave me opportunity to play against EuroLeague teams. So with that opportunity, I kind of showed who I was in those cases. And then I thought maybe I would get picked up during the summer by a EuroLeague team, but everything happens for a reason, and now I'm here at Panathinaikos.
Do you know that your coach in CSKA, Dimitris Itoudis, was an assistant for Panathinaikos for 13 years?
Yeah, I do know that. I do know that.
Did he explain the role to you back then? Because it was strange, for fans and media to see you just for 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, Nikola Militov, he was hurt at the time. He was playing for CSKA, and I think somebody else was hurt. And also Toko got hurt at the time. So I basically came in to kind of help those guys and play spot minutes or whatever he saw fit for me to play until those guys got back from injury and helping through practice a little bit. And then if they liked me, I was going to stay. But if they felt as though they needed something else, I was supposed to leave. And that's kind of what happened. I got the opportunity and I went out there. I guess I wasn't the perfect fit for him or the fit that they needed. So I was out.
Last year, you also worked with another Greek coach, Dimitris in Italy. Have you thought that perhaps coming to Greece was something like a basketball fate? Do you believe in that kind of destiny?
I do believe in destinies. And the alignment, I guess, lined up perfectly, especially working for Dimitris last year. In Reggio, we had a great connection. And he understood me as a player, but also understood that I was still capable of playing at a high level and playing for even EuroLeague or even NBA if I had the chance. But it was just so happened that it didn't pan out at the end of the year, and now everything seems to be falling in place.
Your coach in Panαθηναϊκό called your addition a turning point for the Green season so far. Was it what you expected when you signed, and what led you to this decision to come and play for Pana?
It's EuroLeague. I was playing in Taiwan, nothing against Taiwan, but I wanted to play at a higher level, and I knew I could play at the highest level. So being able to play in Europe and play in EuroLeague is, to me, is the highest level of basketball that you could play in Europe. And I'm happy to be a part of it. And Panathinaikos believed that I could still produce it for them at that level, but I don't think nobody knew how much I could really produce it. But I knew it, my family knew it, and the people around me knew it because they saw how much time and effort and work I actually put in, not just on the court, but off the court too, with my mind, my body, how I eat, how I read, and just the things I do even.
Before signing, have you talked to your Nuggets teammate Juancho?
Before signing, I didn't talk to him because everything was pretty much under wraps, and it was so quick. It was like literally a flash. I just remember I was sleeping one day, next day, hey, you're signing to Panathinaikos, and I'm like, okay, hold on, I know people in there. They're like, no, just wait, wait till you get there. So yeah, me and Juancho got to see each other when we finally when I got here and stuff. But at the same token, we always had conversations just about me saying congratulations to him when he was able to win the EuroLeague at the time in 2024 here.
What are your first impressions about the Greek Basketball League? And did you know anything about Greece in general before you came?
I knew actually a lot about Greece. Of course, I love your history. So I've studied some of the Greek history and everything before this. And I always thought it was a beautiful place to go visit sometimes, just to see some of your monuments and stuff that you have here. But also, outside of that, y'all got some crazy fans, especially Panathinaikos. And I knew about y'all, how crazy y'all are about basketball just as well as football. So it's just amazing to see how beautiful the game of basketball is over here, and y'all treat it as such, especially the Panathinaikos fans. Shout out to them, Gate 13, I show love to them. But I knew Greek basketball in general was a great place to be playing basketball. And I know in the BCL, the finals was at Ike last year, and it's always at Ike. But I wanted to get a chance to play here and come play here in the BCL finals. But, everything happens for a reason. Now I get to play here for Panathinaikos, even crazier.
And your first take about the league, the Greek league?
The Greek league it's interesting to me so far because there's a lot of great teams, actually. There's a lot of great players on great teams that I know. And it's interesting to play against these guys that I played against back in the NBA. Some of them I played against in the G League. Some of them I played against passing in different areas and stuff. So it's just nice to see they still able to get it going and playing in, one of the top leagues in Europe.
I guess you know that a case for every newcomer in Παναθηναϊκός or Olympiacos is the big rivalry between them. What have you heard about it? Since in Olympiacos there are former teammates of yours. Fournier and Kostas Papanikolaou from Denver and Nikola from CSKA.
It's going to be interesting, Like I said, I'm here to just enjoy the moment and play basketball and do my job. So, hey, I still have love for my guys over there pretty much, and we're still, of course, in communications here and there, but it's going to be a war no matter what on the court, like respectfully, because that's how I play. I don't play to lose, so.
When in Moscow, you called your then team an NBA level club. Do you feel something like that for Panathinaikos too, I guess?
Oh, 100% I do. We got the MVP and Kendrick Nunn, so like these teams over here in Europe got NBA level talent players, and me myself even still an NBA level talent player. So it's nice to be able to play with guys like this, and especially guards like this who know the game, because they make my game easier and it makes it funner. Especially, like the game we just had in EuroLeague, where my guards able to throw me lobs and get me going. And yeah, we had a good game and making those seats too. So it was nice. Like, basketball is nice to me.
To what extent the European competitions you think bear any resemblance or comparison to the NBA?
I think it's the comparison of the talent here. You have explosive guards on every team. Any guard could get it going. You have MVP level caliber players on every team. You have dynamic bigs, not just pick and roll bigs, but bigs who can stretch the floor, bigs who could dominate in the paint and on post-ups, and you got bigs who dominate the paint defensively still, and then you got athletic guys who could go dunk on people. So, the level in Europe has caught up to the NBA. If you put it in perspective now, there's a lot of more European guys who are top in the NBA also. So they didn't get their talents just from being in the NBA. They got their talents from being over here in Europe first. So you can compare it.
So I guess you didn't meet so many floppers, as you said, from your first EuroLeague experience, right?
Yeah, I didn't. Guys are not flopping as much anymore. The guys are a lot tougher trying to get over those screens, and they are not afraid to fight through screens and things like that. So it's beautiful to see, but I'm also a great screener, so.
How was your transition from the NBA to playing abroad?
It was difficult on the travel side. I was used to a certain type of travel and luxury while you travel. Then, the chairs wasn't as big and comfortable, I guess, anymore. So that was kind of tough. But then you had to worry about, like, the size of your luggage. So that kind of was difficult also. But other than that, basketball is basketball to me. So having fun playing basketball wherever I go, I'm be able to do that.
Was or is there anything else that made it harder or easier for you to adjust in life, in playing style?
Playing in the World Cup gave me an edge of how to play in Europe. It really just told me that if I just use who I am in the NBA And now I don't have to wait for the ball to come off the rim. I could just put it down back if I want to. That made it easier. Then if I have the shooters or the type players that I need around me, I know it's going to make it even more easier for me to be able to pass the ball or be able to drive to the hole or even be able to pick and roll. Because now the big has to either show up or be up, or if he's trying to be back, then my guard's going to get the shot off. But if he's up, hey, then I get to get the ball for a pick and roll and a nice finish.
You played almost 500 games in the NBA. You had a great and a fitting nickname for the Nuggets, and people were visiting the arenas with your jersey, with your name jersey on. Did it bother you how, I don't know if the right word is quickly or easily, but did it bother you that all went away in a flash or something?
No, it bothered me that I didn't get a true reason on why. That's what really bothered me. Like, what happened? What did I do wrong? Like, because I felt like I was always the happy person I am now, always the proud, wear my heart on my sleeve type of player that I am now, and always worked as hard as I do still to this day now. So I didn't understand what happened for everything to go away so suddenly. But at the same token, to me, the NBA is also a business, just like any other place in basketball is a business if you're playing it professionally, especially when you start to make money. So you either can complain about it or just go figure it out on your own. And that's what I basically went to go do. Went to go figure out on my own. And it seemed like the NBA thought I was too old now to be playing at the level I can play at. And for me, that didn't matter what they thought. I wanted to prove not just them wrong, but even myself, because you can start to have doubts yourself on if you're capable of doing what you can do, truly.
Do you remember your welcome to the NBA memory? And what is the best moment you had in the NBA in general?
Yeah, I mean, my welcome to the NBA moment had to be when I got my first NBA point. Ty Lawson got the steal, and I picked it up, threw it up to Rudy Fernandez. And
behind the back.
Yeah, he threw it behind his head. And me getting my first NBA dunk off alley-oop. At first, it wasn't number one top 10 on ESPN. Then it shot up to number one top 10 that next day, throughout the day. It was pretty surreal for me.
And the best memory, the best moment from the league?
But probably my best moment was when I was able to hit a game winner, and it didn't matter, it was regular season, but I remember just playing, hitting the spin move. It was versus Golden State Warriors, and I put up the right-hand kind of floater over top of Draymond, and it boom, boom, bounced in, game, basically, and everybody was like, hey, my teammates going crazy, like, yo, like, I'm like, yeah, like, I can do that, like, I'm him.
You mentioned Draymond. There's an ongoing debate. I don't know if you had followed it with Kenyon and Martin hating Draymond. Man. But who's the toughest guy you faced in the NBA?
The toughest, as in like hard to guard?
An opponent that you didn't want to play against, or a guy in the game that maybe surprised you?
No, the person I just really disliked playing against was honestly LaMarcus Aldridge. Like, he had the total package of everything, like 7 foot, had the fadeaway, then had the drive and the ability to get fouled at the same token, make a finish, a jump hook over you, then shoot the three, then makes his free throws all the time. So it's like then post you up, and even if he don't hit the fade, he could step through, dunk. I'm like, yeah, it's just a tough night every night. And then he could also run the floor, so it was like, for me, it was like, yo, like, does he get tired? Like, that's what it felt like playing against him.
Something like you, though.
I guess so.
You don't seem to get tired at all.
It don't seem like it, but we all get tired throughout the game some point. It's just those good timeouts and good personal fouls that go to the free throw line that you get to catch your breath.
Ακούτε το podcast της Stoiximan GBL Man to Man. Powered by Stoiximan.
You also witnessed Nikola Jokic's transformation from a second round pick to the league's MVP. How is he? As a player, as a person?
Honestly, he's actually a happy person. Like we got the name Joker not because of his game, but it's because of the way he always played around. Like literally, like since he was a rookie, he always just came in smiling, happy, playing around, jumping around, and it was great for me because like my energy is the same way. We was just happy together, and it made a connection for us. I'm part of the reason he got his first triple-double in the NBA. Like, I was literally his last assist that game for his first triple-double. So it was nice to have him as a teammate and share that experience. Then we had to play them also in the World Cup, so that was interesting too, playing against my guy. But, you know, he went home with a silver medal that time, like, respectfully.
Did you expect for him to reach that high level of game? And do you also have that feeling that he's gonna probably end his career earlier than expected because of his character, of his persona?
Honestly, he's gonna end his career on his terms. Probably when he probably gonna have some more kids, maybe not. Like, and probably when that time comes around and his kids say, "I want you home, Daddy," he probably gonna be like, "Okay, it's time to go." Okay. Like that's how I see how Jokic is. Like he just hey, okay, like whatever family wants, we do.
Just another day.
Yep.
If you had the chance to bring to Panathinaikos a former teammate of yours in the NBA, who would that be?
Honestly, the person who would be great, who's playing great too, is JaVale McGee. Like that was my former teammate. He won championships in the NBA too. And he know how to play the game, and man, him play great me at the 4, him at the 5. So the game was a lot easier for people.
Pretty scary.
Yeah.
Please take us to your first playoffs appearance in 2012 and the conversation you had with Kobe after Lakers beat the Nuggets in that first round, Game 7.
Well, I remember. What I can remember is trying to go up for a dunk at one point during the games. We was at home, Nuggets at home. I think it was game maybe 6 before we went to Game 7. And I remember Kobe knocking me out the air with Matt Barnes at the same time. And like I'm looking around dazed, and Kobe and them trying to help me up. Hey, you all right? You good? Come on, get up. Like, and I'm like, wow, they really, yeah, okay, that really just happened. So I remember that. But then after we lost to them in Game 7, but it was before that because really, I remember Al Harrington, my veteran, screaming to LA like, "Bye, LA, send y'all home," like. And the game wasn't over yet. Yeah, a little too early. Especially with Kobe Bryant on our team. I mean, on the opposite team against us. So it's like, why did we do that to ourselves? But anyway, I remember Kobe looking at us like, okay, all right. So I'm like, I'm on a bench at that time. Like, I'm not celebrating. We haven't won yet. So like, it's game not over, and we're not going to OKC yet. So, yeah, that happened, and next thing I know, Kobe went off, and they came back, and they beat us, and then they sent us home, and Kobe told me, like, hey, like, I love your game. Keep playing hard like you do. I respect it. Like, keep doing what you do. And, yeah. It was...
You were watching your mom and dad play pickup games in New Jersey, right? Besides the gents and the inspiration, was there any specific advice you kept from them about your career?
Really, my parents, both of them, my mom and dad, told me if I want to play the game, I got to rebound the ball. And I think it was just...
No easy shots.
Yeah, I got to rebound the ball, and I got to get the ball myself. I got to go steal it, go get it myself. So for me, that as a kid, you hear that, but it's at the same token like, okay, that means your parents won't let you shoot unless you get the rebound yourself. But it stuck with me as no matter what, in the game, even if I'm playing with teammates or by myself, I got to still go get the ball. Like, if I'm playing with teammates, yeah, that means let them shoot and I can go get the ball myself so I can take my own shots and nobody can complain. When I'm playing the game by myself, yeah, I want to shoot, but I also got to try to make it or make sure I get a good shot, and because I don't want the ball to bounce all over the place and now I got to go run and get it somewhere else. So that always stuck with me, like, hey, no matter what, I got to get the ball, I got to get the rebound. And then as I got older, my family just always instilled in me. Like, I remember my mother yelling when I was growing up all the time, hey, go get the rebound, Nard. Like, go get the rebound, Nard. And it was a beautiful thing for me as a kid, especially, just growing up seeing that.
You were raised by two gay women, and you became the first NBA athlete to join Αλλά, a campaign devoted to fighting homophobia in sports. You once said that in the beginning it seemed controversial for you because of you being Muslim. How was all that in the mind of a child?
It was very difficult time for me. The world wasn't accepting. They didn't really care to, I guess, know that you had a gay parent or even know if a parent was gay or something like that. And people still looked at it as like a crime or like a disease or something. So for me growing up, that was tough for me, but it made me stronger for who I am today, you know, because I really don't care about people's opinion anymore. Like, I went through so much about other people's opinion and hearing other people talk negative or disrespectful about me or my mother and my father just because of my mother's choice of what she wanted to do in life. And called me all types of names, but that made me have tougher skin to this day. That's why when people call me, oh, he's too old, he can't do it still, and why we got this guy, who made this decision, this is the worst, like all that stuff, it just adds more fuel to my fire. And I thank people for that also.
Did you ever face discrimination or strange looks, perhaps in school?
Yeah, I mean, all the time. I had to fight sometimes in school because people would disrespect my mother to the point where they'd be like, that's when, oh, your mom's gay, your mom's a lesbian, she's a man in a relationship, and you gay too. All right, so now I'm offended. Like
I guess so. Is there any certain way to handle it, or it's just instinct, whatever comes to mind? Fighting or try to talk someone about it?
Honestly, it comes to a point where you got to stand your ground. That's how I felt as a kid when I was growing up, just before cell phones and all these other things, of course. So I had to basically stand my ground because no matter what is he said, she said to the principal or to the teacher, whereas it should be more, we both have an opinion of what's transpiring, and other people should be able to tell the truth, but other people are also saying, oh, he didn't say that, or yeah, he did say that. So everybody just going off of word of mouth instead of now we can have it recorded and stuff like that, but AI is making that difficult too.
Besides your character, your energy, your positive thinking, is there perhaps a motto that connected all the dots for Kenneth's career and life? Something that you stick to?
Yeah, there's a acronym actually that for the word HAT that I like.
Humble, appreciative,
and
thankful.
Yeah, I love that. Like, I love that acronym, and just every time I think about somebody asking for a picture, especially when it's a kid, I just go humble, appreciative, thankful. Like, it doesn't matter. Take the picture. Smile, take the picture. Like, show the love and take the picture, because I was once that kid that wanted the picture before. I was once that kid who wanted to go to that basketball game to see that special player. I was once that kid wanting to go to be on the floor one time, smacking a player's hand and giving them high five, and being able to be that up close and personal with not just NBA players, but players in general who were at that level, who I thought, like, wow, like, you're good, you're amazing. Like, I want to be like that one day.
You said that 2014 World Cup gold medal was something that made you prove others wrong. How is the legendary coach Mike Krzyzewski? The stories are legendary.
He's amazing as a coach, honestly, especially the way he gets you to kind of leave your ego at the door. He says everybody in here has an ego. We all got egos. He's like, but leave your certain type of ego at the door. Like, you're all in here for one goal and one dream, and that's to be able to hoist a gold medal and have them sing the American song at the end of all of this. So, how do we come together and do that? And just the practices, the way we talk to each other, the way we huddled, the way we team bonded, everything was just laid out for us to get closer in that amount of time. But at the same token, bring home the gold.
Simple as that. I guess, having said that, you like Spider-Man, am I right?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
It's probably your ideal character if you were a superhero. First, why Spider-Man? And then, if you weren't the animal, which player you wished you could have been?
Honestly, Spider-Man, because to me, he's just a freak of nature, of course, with his acrobatics and the way he flows through the air and stuff. Even though he's doing it on a string and everything, and his web, I should say, it don't matter to me. That's like, takes talent to be able to be that flexible and stuff like that, and to move like that, and people actually are able to do that. Like, that's what made me want to be more of a flexible kid and more durable in a sense, without, and I guess, Superman powers, or without the sense of money, because that's what Batman is pretty much has a lot of. So I was looking for a character more who can fit me without the bill of having superpowers in a sense, but only his real superpower is his web and his strength. But you can build his body up with his type of strength and his type of calisthenics and mobility. So that's why Spider-Man. But as far as the manimal, who would I be? My nickname?
Is there any type of player you loved, you were noticing all the time?
I always loved how Dennis Rodman played. Like, I wouldn't want to be the worm, though. Like, I'm sorry, that's just something I just always thought, like, nah, I can't. Like, that's the one nickname.
It's easier to be the player than the person, right?
Yeah. It's definitely easier to admire the player than the person. But I mean, it is who he is, and that's who I am. That's who I am on the court too. I like to say, like, I model my game after. Like I said, I don't care about like individual success, because individual success come when you actually bring real team success. So for me, I'm happy that my team is winning again, the team that I'm on now.
Like they say, when you look good, I look good.
Yeah, like, so if we wasn't able to win those games and I was still playing good, it wouldn't have mattered because nobody would be talking about the streak or how good you're doing as a team. But we was able to win those games, and I was also able to showcase who I am. So it was a win-win for all of us.
After all these experiences in life and basketball, what the expression second chances make you think?
I always believed in second chances. Always believed that what goes around comes around. So for me, I always thought I had an opportunity to play at this level. I always thought if I had a real opportunity that I would be who I am, the manimal, and continue to showcase to the world that I'm him. And I was just waiting for the opportunity to come back around. And circumstances happen how they may with injuries and stuff, which sucks, but it's part of the game. And now I got the opportunity to showcase who I am, but at the same token, help Panathinaikos get these wins.
Kenneth, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Have a great season.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Αυτός ήταν ο Κένεθ Φαρίντ και τον ευχαριστούμε για τον χρόνο του. Μείνετε συντονισμένοι στο Man to Man podcast της Stoiximan GBL για περισσότερες αφηγήσεις από σημαντικούς ανθρώπους του ελληνικού και του ευρωπαϊκού μπάσκετ. Καλή συνέχεια με πολύ και καλό μπάσκετ.